Nigeria here. No true Nigeria.
Thank you, my dear.
The true Nigerians are the ones that don't accept nonsense. You killed 20 people last week in peaceful protest. You are coming to do town hall meeting in America, the home of civil rights, and you think we are stupid?
Okay, you are just talking about civil rights.
Yes.
Martin
And our
Luther King
right
was never.
I'm not Martin Luther King.
Okay.
I'm Showore Omoyele.
Look, as I'm here now, I don't believe in anybody. I don't believe in Tinubu. I don't believe in Atiku. I don't believe in Obi. I believe in God, in myself, and I believe in doing the right thing because I will not put my hope on any human being. None of them is better than themselves. So, look, I'm a pastor, in case you don't know. But let me tell you, I'm a pastor. I run an organization that is global. I'm also a businessman. I run an organization that is global. As I sit down here, I am not God. I don't know everything. I can only make decisions based on what they bring to me. So if there is somebody in the system that say, we can not tell pastor, present this one. It is what they present to me. I will use to make decisions. I will be a good man. I will be an honest man. I will be a righteous man, but I will make the wrong decision. Not because I'm a bad person, but because I'm surrounded by people that do not play their part. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's stop blaming somebody else. Everybody play your part. When everybody play their part, after a while, evil is not that powerful. Darkness is the absence of light. There is nothing called darkness. Darkness does not exist anywhere. And when light shows up, darkness will disappear. The reason why we have the darkness is because we are still going on with all this rumor, assumption, emotion, and we are not being factual. I can tell you for free, Nigerian problem is a complex problem. Very complex. And as complex as the problem is, only one man cannot solve the problem.
Fellow Nigerians. Yes, the first two videos that I showed at the beginning of this program, one tells you about who Nigerians think they are, while the second one actually shows who the Nigerian people are. The first one, we saw Showore charging against ministers who went to America to have a summit, haven't killed over 20 people in the protest that happened in Nigeria. In the past few days, we can see what happened, whereby Nigerians, many Nigerians for that matter, they took to the street to protest against bad governance who have been suffering in Nigeria. But yet again, over 50 people were killed. Just in a day, about 10 were killed in Borno State. In Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, nothing less than 40 people have been killed. And as a compensation, the military are paying 300,000 for the lives of the people that was taken by trigger-happy soldiers. In the second video, you saw a pastor trying to justify the sickness in the Nigerian state, saying that one man cannot fix a problem, saying that he doesn't believe in anybody, that he believes in Nigeria. Do you blame him? This is the mentality of the generality of the Nigerian people. Every Nigerian man wants to speak like the very first video, Showore. Every Nigerian man in their household, in their rooms, will tell you they do not accept nonsense, that they are incorruptible, that their minds are not fragile. But when push comes to shove, you see them start telling you, let us leave it to God. No, God will touch their hearts. No man can change the world without, the hand of God. My question to them is, these developed countries, I don't even want to go to first world countries. I want to start in Africa. I want to stay in Africa. Countries like Algeria, South Africa, Rwanda, and the likes, they didn't have their leaders telling you, or their pastors telling you, the people should hold on. God will just drop someone from heaven. No, that is not the case. That is not the situation. Nigerians, we have not, over the years, learned from our past, and we always seem to make the same mistake over and over and over again. And the only place we end up running through, where we find refuge, is the house of God, as we call it. Today they will have one of the famous prayers in one of the churches in Nigeria, whereby they will be praying for the country. But the men of God will never speak truth to power. They will not. I mean, Showore is a true definition of who Nigerians want to be. I mean, we Nigerians, we are people who should never be afraid of speaking truth to power. But if you look at the Nigerian people as a whole, when you guys are in your confined zone, when we are in our comfort zone, yes, we know how to make that noise. Yeah, I know go agree. Yeah, we know we are Nigerians. No, this, that. But when push comes to shove, when it is time for you to take actions, you start seeing them. Yeah, let us give it time. It's not realistic. It is not this, it is not that. Look at what's happening in Bangladesh. Just take a look at what is happening in Bangladesh with the youth. Today, the Nigerian youths are tackling a person like Showore, telling him that the demands of head bad governors are not realistic, that the demand will wait for 2027, that how can we ask for constitutional reconstitution or change, scrap, that how can we say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released? Is he not a fellow Nigerian? How can we say that police should be paid 250,000? Meanwhile, this man is, he gave 21 billion naira, to his vice president. This is a state whereby the people just find themselves to be self-defeated because of their own mentality, because of their own mental psyche. It is more or less like whenever you find yourself in Nigeria, in that Nigerian confinement, that contraption called Nigeria, you are being tuned to have low self-esteem. You don't have self-confidence. You suffer from what we call self-conscious defeat. You accept self-defeat. The Nigerian youth for 1 month shouted they will go for protest because they saw what Kenyans did. Kenyans did not have to shout for over a period of time before they galvanized themselves. I don't bring that crap that yes, it's because we are divided, it's because we are this, we are that. Well, I thought the Gen Zs were more educated, right? Because they are well sophisticated than the millennials and the baby boomers, and older generations, by the way. These are their postulations, their stands. Every time they are called Gen Zs, they say they are well advanced. They call themselves science. They call themselves jet humans. But again, they haven't shown that capacity to be different from their forebears. So Nigerian people will come out and tell you, yes, we don't take nonsense. But again, it is a lie. Nigerian people are corrupt. This is how they are built. Nigerian people are not ready for good governance. Nigerian people, for as far as I am aware, as I've watched and have taken record, do not want good governance. Nigerian people, whether you are Hausa, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are Igbo, will always find a way to justify poor performance. Otherwise, why is your state doing very badly? Yeah, no, we are talking about federal government, yes, but we cannot do away without speaking about the state. At the state level, I want to believe we are all monolithic. We have less religious and tribal differences. Okay? We can categorically say that the whole of Akwa Ibom state is 95% Christians. Okay, the whole of Kano State equally 95% Muslim. When we are talking about diverse states in Nigeria, the first state that comes uh, that's first on that list is Lagos State. Well diverse, a microcosm of Nigeria. And look at it. I mean, Lagos State happens to be the most prosperous state, though in my standard, not that prosperous, nothing to be proud about. So it is not about the diversity, you know. I mean, Lagos State could have failed. Lagos State can still fail if it falls into the hands of bad leaders. But because Lagosians themselves find so many ways to hold the Lagos State accountable, the Lagos State government accountable. Let me tell you, there is no state in Nigeria that has its citizens more conscientized than Lagosians citizens. If today Lagos says they want to stop BRT, for instance, if today Lagos says they want to stop some social interventions, you will see the Lagosians trooping out protesting that no, they want it. And that is where the citizens come into play. Nigerians as a whole do not have that capacity, and I don't think they will ever have, to come together, because they always come to that last resort of saying God is the one that will come and fix the problem. I mean, just take a look at that video. I mean, go back, play it again, listen to that pastor speaking with so much confidence, with so much, emphasis, saying that one man cannot fix this country. Let me tell you, what one man will do is sell a dream. It is called visionary leadership. And with courage. This is why people like Jowore is not liked. Yeah, because Jowore is a courageous man. He's a visionary leader. But Nigerians do not like a person who is courageous. If they like a man who is courageous, that person is not visionary. If they like a man who is visionary, that person is not courageous. So Nigerians, people are the problem of themselves. I must tell you. There's no reason why the supporters of Atiku in their millions are not protesting against this bad leadership of Tinubu today. Atiku came second, right? He had about, I think, almost 7 million voters. 1 million or 2 million of his voters cannot go outside and protest that, no, if we had voted for this, if this guy was the one that is there, this will not happen. Okay, fine, Tinubu, you are the president today, but this is not working. We are suffering. Imagine 2 million people on the streets of Nigeria. Just imagine that massive crowd. What's the population of youth that protested in Bangladesh? I can tell you they were not up to 1 million. For this end bad governance protest, all Nigerians, 200 million Nigerians, are complaining that they are suffering, that the sufferness is too much, that they cannot feed, they cannot buy 50 bag of rice, 50 kg bag of rice anymore. And when it was time for us to take action, let us exercise our civic duty of protesting. I can tell you categorically, all the persons, all the people that came out were now up to 1 million across all the state collectively. But guess what? We found them in the church of God. They were in the house of God. They would rather protest against God than against man. These people are not afraid of God, but they are afraid of man. These are the people who Nigerians are. Nigerians are not afraid of God. Nigerians are not afraid to pray to God. They are not afraid to blame God. They are not afraid to protest against God. Nigerians are afraid to protest against their own fellow man, a man who they voted in. They never voted for God to be their God. In this world, your God, your direct God, is your government, okay? Because your government have a direct influence, impact, either positive, either negative, on your life, right? But the Nigerian people are scared of an imaginary, no, sorry, they are not scared of an imaginary God, so they can protest to him. Meanwhile, they are scared of whom they have power over. We literally have power over these people. And this is the cry of this Showore guy. I just went to his comment section recently, reminding the Nigerian people we all agree we are going to protest for 10 days, right? And we called it Head Back Governance Protest, Days of Rage by Nigerian people. And guess what? People are already telling you, Oga, shut up, come down and come and protest. Some people are telling you, they born you well, come to Nigeria. Some people are telling you, Mr. Showore, let us just wait. Let us wait. Let us look. Let us hold on to God. Let us hold on to God. God will do it. God will run am. Mr. Showore, all this one you are doing is for your own political self-interest. Blah, blah, blah. Show me a leader in the last 10 years who has been more courageous than this guy. A man who has suffered so much incarceration. A leader who still believes in the Nigerian state. Not some leaders who are asking for the balkanization of the country. Showore is a man who believes in equity. He's a man who believes in self-determination. He's equally a man who believes that Nigeria can work for everybody to have that choice to choose their destiny. And he has shown the bravery, the courage. I'm not campaigning for him, but I'm only saying, I can see this. All Nigerians can see it. But because who the Nigerian people are, Nigerian people do not like a man who is courageous, who is ready to speak truth to power, who does. Can we agree that Nigerians, we are not ready? Can we?